Seiko 5 GMT Part 2. Welcome back to the channel for Right Time Watches here in Denver, Colorado. Today we're going to take a deeper look at the SSK003 from the brand new GMT collection from Seiko 5. Before we dig into its details, we'll invite you to subscribe to the channel so you catch all of our upcoming videos. This watch carries a 42.5mm diameter with a 46mm lug-to-lug. It's 13.6mm thick and powered by the new 4R34 automatic GMT movement produced by Seiko. This SSK003 is the second out of 3 GMT watches that were just recently released by Seiko 5. This colorway has the dark blue dial and the navy bezel. Just like the 001 that we recently reviewed, this one has a beautiful red GMT hand and the red GMT underneath the automatic just above the 6 o'clock. We do have that same neat looking bezel insert effect. There's an insert underneath a piece of Hardlex crystal, which gives a really cool two-tone look when you tilt it in certain lights. The watch has a Hardlex crystal in addition over top of the dial, and we do have a date magnifier with the date window over at 3 o'clock. This watch, along with the others in the series, has a familiar, albeit enjoyable, case shape and design. It looks a lot like the other Seiko 5 sports models, and of course, its infamous predecessor, the SKX. This is, however, the first time that Seiko has produced a GMT movement in this lineup from the factory, and what a wonderful addition that is to this lineup. Overall, the watch is super attractive, but it may be just as functional as it is good looking. We've got a 24-hour tracking bezel, as well as a GMT hand, giving us the ability to track extra time zones. We do have drilled lugs, making it easy to swap out of this bracelet if you want to mix up the straps. And we have a Seiko favorite, a 4 o'clock crown for comfort when wearing on the wrist. Speaking of comfort, this Jubilee bracelet that the watch comes on is extremely nice to wear. It's very flexible, which gives a nice wearing experience, and it feels pretty solid. These entry-level Seikos are not always well known for their fantastic bracelets, and we do still have a pressed metal clasp, but overall it feels very good, especially considering the price point. The 4R34 movement is visible through a see-through case back here, and it's a familiar looking movement and comes from the 4R series that we're very familiar with from Seiko. This time, we do get that GMT functionality when you open up the crown to its first position. You're able to change the date as well in that position. Pull it out all the way, and that's how you set the time. Even though this is an entry-level watch, you still get that same high-quality Seiko LumiBite on the hands and indices of this watch. It's extremely legible in nighttime conditions. This watch and the others in its lineup really shine when on the wrist. Here it is on my 8-inch wrist. You can see there is tons of room to spare, making this wearable for nearly any wrist size. It's extremely comfortable with that Jubilee bracelet, and even though it's all steel, it's not particularly heavy. The sides of the case have a nice soft curvature to them, making it comfortable to wear as well. This is a good daily. Seiko 5 is and continues to be one of the best value watches in the entire hobby. For this, you're getting an automatic in-house GMT watch for $475. Extremely hard to beat at that price. And on top of that, you get your choice of one of these 3 fantastic colorways. Of the 3, this SSK003 might be my personal favorite colorway. I always love a blue dial, and I think in this instance it's subtle enough and enjoyable enough to be my favorite. I think if you're on the fence about ordering one of these, I highly recommend it. It's a fantastic watch for the price. These watches are great, and there is so much to love about them. If you'd like to make this particular watch a part of your collection, please visit us online at righttime.com or give us a call. We're always happy to help. As always, thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you next time at Right Time.